Hello, friends. This is Rachel Archelaus, and I wanted to be really honest with you in that I am creating a live chat for a debrief on what happened when I went away. How did I set my business up to be so automated and that I could, not work for an entire month and still make money, still have everything run smoothly, still have all my classes operate. And there's just so much more to the story that's why I'm having a little delay in getting that to you. It's because so much happened because of that. And I'm finally able to put it all together. I'm still integrating a little bit, but I'm getting the gist of it, and that I knew that was my desired way of being and way of living and way of working, right? I knew already because of a meditation that I had done a couple times, revealing the same thing, that I wanted to work a bunch, not over the top, not even like more than full time, but just work a bunch and then take a really big chunk of time off to just be and relax and unplug. And even though last year I took off 13 weeks, I did it about one week a month, basically. Not the same thing, right? Still amazing amount of vacation or just time off, but it wasn't all together. This is the first time I've ever done this in my current business. And so because of that alignment, because of me really stepping into what is truly authentic for me, so much has happened. I mean, I've unplugged from my final big pattern in life that I was holding on to, that was holding me back financially and freedom-wise, and so much. It's the biggest shift I could have had has happened, which is amazing. But not only that, I got more courage to really follow through and see that I can live how I really want to live. And then it's actually beneficial for me to live that way. Like, we all grow up thinking like, oh, it would be nice if I could do that, but I need to do the more stable thing. When in fact, the idea of the more stable thing is actually a lie. The most stable thing you could do is live into your authentic expression. And as I do that more and more, and again, this is the first time I've done this big one, the actual lifestyle part, the work-life balance part, I'm finding that to be true. And every single time I take a step in that direction of my alignment or my highest excitement, it pays off in multi-dimensional ways. Like I said, relationship-wise, finance-wise, family-wise, love-wise, health-wise. I mean, so much. I can't even begin to describe it, which is why this video chat is taking me so long to put together, because there's too much to share. There's the nitty-gritty, the tactical stuff of how I automated, but there's so much more. There's the aftermath of it all. There's the personal growth part, the business growth part, and it's hard to fit into one thing. I've talked about this idea of multidimensional results before, and it's absolutely true. And they're present in the amount of your willingness to be authentic. So if you're willing to do what it is that you are feeling called to do, that's how we know something's going to be authentic. We feel called to it. Like right now, I feel called to be by myself in the wilderness, to go hiking alone, to be alone, to recharge, to refuel, to kind of get new guidance, new input. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing it again, right? I did a big alignment. I'm going to do another alignment. And I'm actually selling the car that I'm sitting in right now and buying a camper van. And I'm going to take a big, long road trip. My work-life balance now is a lot more, it is a lot more stable, because you know why? All the time that I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, it was draining me. It was a mental strain. There was a part of my brain that was always on, always thinking about it, always knowing that I was out of alignment, always wondering what it would be like. And I'm sure that's true for you too. If you're doing things that aren't really what would fill you up, aren't really what you would choose if you had unlimited resources and time and and all of that, you're going to feel it. You know, the other really, really, really big thing that happened because of this is that I got the courage to talk to my partner, who I adore, I absolutely love. He's amazing. But I was still feeling a little inauthentic in the relationship, and that I needed things that I didn't think he was going to like. And I wasn't saying anything because of that. I was afraid. I was afraid to assert myself. I was afraid to share openly. I felt like there was a little block over my heart that wouldn't let me do it. And sharing with him what I needed and what I wanted and how I wanted to live and all of that. It was a very, you know, obviously emotional discussion, emotional day, but he was willing to, you know, do everything that I wanted. And they're really big shifts. We basically redefined the whole context of our relationship. We're still together as romantic partners. He's still amazing. We're still living together at the moment, but I am a free individual. We both have our core freedom, and we're coming together in love and desire, not because of obligation or not because of any kind of role of girlfriend or boyfriend. On the outside, things don't look that different, but it's an internal shift. It's knowing that we are free people who are allowed to freely and openly and willingly and, you know, are encouraging each other to explore the world more and be less tied to each other, which is amazing. And it's something that I needed. I've always felt like being unable to make open, you know, decisions, or being held back from really living my truth and my honesty and my desires, my highest excitement in any way, being cut off from that was just, it's like stabbing yourself a little bit, right? Why would we do that? And there is a way to relate to another human being in a partnership where you're both allowed to be free. And that's what we've got now. And it's amazing. It's going to be challenging, of course. There's you know, no coming around that. We're still human. We're still going to have emotions. We're still going to feel things, but it's worth it for me. So as you can see, a lot has happened. A lot has changed. And it's because of my willingness to step into my truth. You know, I'd had some flashes of insight earlier in the year of what I wanted to do with my business, how I could help you achieve what you want. Because I see a lot of one-dimensional things out there. I see a lot of make six figures. I see a lot of live your purpose. I see a lot of have a great relationship. All of those things are amazing. We all want these things. But we don't ever work on one thing at a time, basically, right? We don't have the capacity to compartmentalize. As much as we want to, we cannot. One thing affects the other. We often know what we need to do, but we don't do it because we're afraid of what will happen if we do, right? It's human nature. And so when we look at these things multidimensionally, wealth, abundance, health, love, freedom, business, it's all the same thing because it's all coming from here. When we address here, when we actually work on ourselves, when we connect to our higher self, our multidimensional nature, everything gets an overhaul all at once. So why bother working on one thing at a time when you can work on everything at a time? And to know that's what you're doing. It's like putting on your little superpower backpack. I feel like I have superpowers sometimes because when, like, you just saw what happened in my life, everything got an overhaul all at once. And that's what I see happen to my clients. That's what I see happening for the people who know that they're the creator, that what they're doing affects everything, that they are the center of their universe. You are the center of your universe. So what I'm doing, and I'll talk about this more later in our video chat, but I'm putting together every single program I've ever created, except for the Certified Intuitive Artist program, putting it all into one membership where we'll do group coaching every month, and you can pick and choose what you need, but it's all in there. Business stuff, advanced marketing stuff, creativity stuff, psychic development stuff, intuitive development. Yes, there is intuitive art stuff. It's all designed to go to your core so that you can create what is most authentic for you, so that you can then really live in a way that is going to be unbelievably, imaginably amazing. I look around my life and I'm just so blessed. I am so blessed to have this life. Yeah, I go through crap all the time, and I know people want me to talk about that more, and I will on the video chat about more of the emotional stuff that's been happening, but I wouldn't be able to feel right in harping on that, because that passes. Like, that's not the state that I live in. I've had stress. Yeah, I've had tears. I cried, last night at a sad movie, and I cried a week ago because I thought my relationship was over. I mean, things are really tough sometimes, but I know that they'll pass because I have this core connection. And I would love for you to have that too, and have that be the cornerstone of your life. And then everything else is put in its proper perspective. You'll make the amount of money that you need to live your most authentic, happy, beautiful, amazing life. And then if you're wanting more, you'll know how to make more. It's amazing what you can do when you're connected and you're in your core. That's where you got to start, You can chase down other effects, but it's not the same, and you're not going to feel good doing it. So if you've been kind of like chasing your tail for a really long time, you're probably just missing that core connection. Once you have that in place, then the other stuff will come effortlessly because you're actually creating it all. So this is just a long-winded way to say that I'm creating a membership for all of us. It's going to be filled with lots of content and help, real direct help from me to you personally. We're going to talk. It's going to be in a group format, but I'll be able to help you know what programs to do, what help you need, where to focus on. I am extrasensory. I'm very psychic, so I'll be able to pinpoint exactly what you need when we talk in our chats every month. So you can even write in beforehand. You don't have to be there live in order to get my help, because I'm really feeling called to be there for you guys and help you do this, because without help, without guidance, I have my guides to help me, my higher self to help me, and without a community of people going through the same thing, it can be very challenging. I know. If I had really opened up about what I was feeling in my relationship with a group, I think I would have been able to really be more open about it sooner. And that's okay. It's all perfect. It all worked out great. But, help can make it easier. And the other thing I want to mention is that I am offering right now, I have 5 spots open for people who want a lot more of my time, 3 hours of my time, to go over your situation specifically. We can go over what is your, proper work-life balance. What does your alignment look like? What would be authentic for you in your business, in your health, in your relationship, whatever areas that you're concerned about right now. And we can give you a game plan and actually get you started on that. So that's like a half VIP day, as they call it, so that we can really deep dive with you. We'll do readings, we'll connect you with your guides, we'll really set you up in that firm foundation so that you connect with yourself. And you also get all the programs I've ever created. So Going Evergreen, the Soul Centered Business Boot Camp, Psychic Development, the Advanced Course, Enhance Your Psychic Senses, the Soul Focus course, everything. I'm not holding anything back except for the Certified Intuitive Artist program. So if you want to step into this now, I've got dates open as early as next week. If you want to have my help in really plugging in, really starting this authentic overhaul of your life so that you can reach those amazing multidimensional results now, then just reply to wherever. If this is an email, just reply to the email or send me an email at rachel@intuitiveart.com and we'll get you set up right away. I know a lot is happening right now energetically. We're all feeling strained. It's a hard time to be sensitive right now. And if you're not sensitive, if you don't consider yourself that, look around and see, how are you responding to the world? How is it making you feel? Because we don't have to choose to engage with that. We have the choice of how we feel. And as hard as that can be sometimes, it's still a choice. So if you would like to step up in every area, if you want to be more authentic, more free, more abundant, more liberated, more connected, more on purpose, all of that stuff, all with one amount of effort. We're going to do it all at the same time. If you'd like that shortcut, just let me know, reach out, and I'll give you more information, or we can talk on the phone. No pressure, obviously. It's got to be a fit for both of us, and we'll get you going. I'm so excited about this. This is, I live this multidimensional life. I have my whole life, and it's always been amazing, and you have the ability to access that now without any kind of additional training. You are multidimensional, and I would love to show you how to plug into that and really make the most of it. All right, well, lots and lots of love from me. Email me if you want more info, rachel@intuitiveart.com, and have an amazing day. Lots and lots of love. Bye-bye.